broken off. I said, wow, how do you break that? Well, it's something. Yeah. Drive it out when you see him. Pressure walked it. Pressure walked out there.
Yeah, I can arrest you, call on fire.
One rail almost got nothing on it.
That was the first thing it is. It's, it was when it rescue sitting in your fire station.
All right, I'm gonna call it,
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Dear Heavenly Father, we just ask that you bless the councils and that as we make decisions for the city and steer us in the right direction. And we just ask you to be with our first responders and keep them safe. In the Lord Jesus Christ's name I pray, amen.
everybody go green, Michael? What? Green light?
It's on, it'll be on, I need to change it, I gotta get off. Yeah, ours are out, I had to look at the batteries. Yeah.
Well, didn't they?
We had some, green flags on some mics, so if you would, kind of talk into them. So, you know, put it on down there where you actually project your voice and. All right. Call this meeting to order. Roll call.
Brad Cotton,
Present.
Adam Ricketts, Jacob Warner, Jeff Harrison, Rodney Lyman, Dallas Wright,
Here.
Brian Johnson,
Here.
Greg Rogers.
All right, we need to approve the minutes from April 10th, 2023. Motion. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, departmental reports, water, wastewater, here.
Just hit it and talk into it. Talk into it.
Well, I didn't do this last time. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I thought there was a light that was
You wanna
supposed to.
just hear us say that I've gotta get batteries for the light?
Sure, okay. A Haskell water flow report for March, the total water purchase from Southwest was 9,780,580 gallons. That's an average per day of 326,019 gallons. Wastewater treated, North Plant, 15,798,433, with an average day of 526,614. Ronco sewer flow was 223,924. Benton was 5,097,100 gallons. At the bottom, I left it on there this time about NLS coming, but they're not gonna come May the 22nd because they've kind of gotten behind on some things, but they have promised that they'll come, have it done, and be out of here before school starts. And then one other thing that I get to tell y'all, because it's not good and they want me to do it. Bad debt write-off for the water sewer department for 2020 to 2023, 3 years.
The 20,
21 and 22. 186 customers, a total of $17,079 was written off due to bad debt. Anybody want to contribute?
and that, we were just letting you guys know, cause Miss Laura did her, report today, so that's why y'all, we're just letting y'all know.
No, I'm just trying to give you a heads up on it. Any questions?
What is the, when it goes past due, what's the collection process like? And when do we choose what the bad debt looks like?
Well, I think it depends upon the year, and normally you give it a couple of years before you do, am I right?
Well, what Laura does is she'll send you out a final bill, okay? So say somebody just up in Williamstown, you know, you got a renter or something, or somebody, whatever address she has, she applies your deposit, and so she either sends you a bill or a check in the mail. Well, you have a lot of people that just, if they get a bill, they will not pay it. So they will go into a database that all the other water companies use. And that way, if you know, they go to Southwest and they try to get water on in their name, it'll flag them. And then if they ever try to get water here again, it'll flag them. But as far as a collection process, there isn't a collection process as of right now.
What would it take to get a collection process?
That's what I asked.
Well, I do believe that she made a phone call today to water users to find out who they use, and they do use, so I do think she's in the works on trying to get with Clyde and trying to get something figured out on it.
So is that, I mean, I'm just curious, is it always been that way?
Maybe we could get the collection agency.
Yeah. And Clyde talked to her about it today, just to kind of see what the options were for that.
Make sure when I actually do it.
Because nothing's ever been in place before, so.
That's what you're trying to see, what you're putting in place.
Any other questions for her? No? All right, police and code. Well, police.
Can you hear me?
Speak up.
A little more? Alright. For the month of April, we worked 6 accidents. We had 36 agency assists, 2 citizen assists. We had 175 calls for service. 3 felony case files, a total of 26 citations, 1 code enforcement. We had 1 DWI, 1 felony arrest. We served 21 city warrants. We ended up with a total of 2 misdemeanor arrests. We filed 22 incident reports, 30 school assists, made 94 traffic stops. Vehicle maintenance report. We replaced a skid plate and did an oil change in Unit 2. We had a flat repair and an oil change on Unit 4. We charged the freon in Unit 6. That seems to have fixed the problem for now with AC. We had a minor accident, Unit 7 back into a tree. Just very minimal beauty marks on both of there. And we had to replace the tensioner pulley on Unit 8. Officer training hours, we had 27.25 hours of training. And on the grants, on the radios, we've received the handheld chargers. I've got some more calls into Bree Davis to try to figure out
Where the rest of them are?
well, they're gonna be drop shipped, everything's gonna be drop shipped here. It's just a matter of We're in limbo, supply chain issues, all that fun stuff. All of our radars are in inventory, and except for Unit 2 and Unit 5, they're up and running. And, our trauma kits are inventory and they're in each unit.
Some of the officers here tonight.
Yes, sir.
Introduce them.
Everybody stand up. We'll go from youngest to oldest, maybe.
Tell them to come up here.
Come on up here.
That way everybody can see them, quick glance.
Yeah, they'll have to come up here into the middle here.
Yeah, we'll make sure
Come on
speech
up
out.
here. Don't be shy.
Yeah, come on up to the middle.
Arena to me.
I'm not sure.
There you go, there you go.
We have to walk around.
Yes, yes, please. And do a little turn. Start over here, this Officer Gary Rucker, number of years in law enforcement, has served Saline County with distinction as far as I'm concerned, very valuable asset. He's working part-time for us. Officer Harkness, comes to us, retired out of Hot Springs PD, has been a great hand to have around, taught me a few things, got some ideas off of him. It's kind of like a multi-tool, if you will. I think we all know Officer Tackett here, known him for a little while since he started with the county. If you ever need any information on anybody, he's got a big Bible full of everybody's sins, I think, and he knows if you know you're nice. He's really been a great asset to have here. And Officer Chris Mayer here, I've worked with him at county, known him for 20-something years probably. He's a great hand, a good officer, and I'm thankful that we've got this crew assembled here, and I think we're already doing some wonderful things for the city, and I can't tell you how proud I am of these guys. Sir? All right.
Thank you.
Appreciate you doing
You gonna hang around?
I've been called a loner, but this is.
They treat you that way a lot?
They actually do, yes.
I'll bet.
But it's okay.
Anything else?
I'm a good sport.
Please, Chief. Questions, anything? Good job.
They do, thanks.
Fire and rescue.
For the month of for the month of April, we had 36 rescues, 8 fires, brings us to 183 runs year to date. Equipment repair, our rescue was involved in an accident last month. It's gonna be out of service for a while for repairs. I did get an estimate late this afternoon from Deep South Fire Trucks, is where this was manufactured. And to take it down there, repair it, bring it back, it's gonna be around $15,140. So I'll follow up with the mayor on how we need to proceed with the insurance company and everything. The, other person involved in the accident was faulted for failure to yield to an emergency vehicle. So I wanna thank Chief Hicks for his help in that and investigating that and everything. So, rescue will be out for a few weeks. Training, we had 48 man hours of training, and then May the 3rd, I attended a class by the code officials of Arkansas, a full day class on fire resisted construction in 2-family dwellings and townhouses. So I don't know if I've got all the knowledge, but there was a lot for one day there. But so as we get townhouses and duplexes here in the city, I've got a good idea of the construction requirements for those. Also, one thing I wanted to report, last month, y'all amended our budget for the purchase of some new radios. Actually, I'd mentioned we were gonna try to find some reconditioned radios, and I think on that budget, it was right at $49,000 that we adjusted that to. I actually got with the radio person after that was approved, and we found 20 brand new radios. They're fire service radios, so they're rated for extreme condition. The radio, battery, charger, holster, and the microphones we can get for $3,375. I talked to the mayor, and it's kind of a we're not gonna find anything this good again. We've got the 49,000 that y'all approved, but we also have 32,000 in our equipment budget. So what I would like to ask is that we go ahead and get all 20, since this is such a good price. Won't require a budget revision, we'll just have to split the cost of it. Some will come out of that capital, and some would come out of the equipment, but, so $33.75, these radios new would be somewhere between $9,200 and $9,500 a piece. So I think it's a great deal, and we'd like to see if y'all are okay with going ahead. Like I said, we got the money in the budget, so it won't require a budget revision, but I just wanted to run that by the council since I had mentioned 15 to 16 radios at the last meeting.
Make a motion to bow.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank y'all. Any other questions?
Hey, Mike,
Hey.
can you hear me back there? Alright. Is that the only one?
Yeah.
Alright. Alright, next on the agenda is planning commission working meeting on May 16th. I would like to have all the city council people there also. We're gonna go with some of the things in this book and probably divvy out. This is a lot of information to handle, and the planning commission really needs some help on this. And I think it's pertinent that y'all know exactly what they're doing and they know what you're doing. So we'll be all on the same page. So. Yeah.
So, and just so you know that what he's referring to is the Metro Plan put together a unified development ordinance, or like a code. So it would take, right now, we have 3 different codes that we use for our planning, and it would take those 3 and put it into one. But the thing about the UDO is that it can be tailored to your city. So that is why the mayor feels it's important for you guys to have a working meeting, because you can tailor that ordinance, zoning regulations, all the regulations to your city's needs.
Any questions?
Oh, and I can send you a digital copy if you want to.
See you on the 16th.
Yeah, it'll be next Tuesday.
Yep, next Tuesday.
At what time?
It's 7.
At 7. All right. No further questions on it. We'll go on to the animal control hearing on May 2nd, 2023. You got any information on that?
We had a vicious dog call. The dog apparently tried to, I guess she approached the lady, and so she retreated into her car. So the owner came and talked to the animal control committee, and it was ruled that it was, an accident. The dog shouldn't have been out, period. So the owner itself, he had to pay to get the dog out and everything, and then he has been forced to be more diligent on how he keeps the dog up.
Any questions on that?
Just need a motion to approve it.
I'll second.
All in favor? Brad, was they gonna do talking about the AEDs?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they can go ahead and get out here.
So we're gonna move 9 up. Just so you know.
Yeah, sure. I love to talk. So here, I'll just introduce some people here. This is Lauren Miller we're with the Saline Health Foundation, and she is my board chair. Ms. Jeannie Ott with the Saline Memorial Hospital, and I'm Stuart Duke, I'm the director of the Saline Health Foundation. So Miss Jeannie contacted us last month to just tell us that there was a need here in Haskell. The need was for AD. She follows that up a lot with her training, and I definitely wanted to take part in that and help out what we do. So we tonight would love to donate an AED to the city of Haskell. And I know, Chief, we have worked with you on potential other purchases for more AEDs for y'all city. AEDs are so important. So just be prepared. That's kind of what we've built a little bit of ourselves on, is just making people prepared. You never know when that time is going to come. And whenever it does come, we want you to be prepared. And I think you have somebody that lives here. Well, both of them live in your area that want to be involved, want to contribute, and want to help. So the Saline Health Foundation just wanted to do that. We would like to present with y'all with an AED tonight. You can pass that on to Chief.
This is so official.
Yeah.
Everybody get up here.
Okay, ready, like, 1, 2, 3. Okay, we'll take this one.
Oh, gosh.
Move the mic there, Brian.
Here, we can just shift. Oh, we just
There we
shift.
go.
Ready, right.
1, 2, 3. Perfect.
Okay. Well, thank y'all for having us. We just wanted y'all to have that. We love to help out in many different ways. Another thing that we're going to do here with y'all's school district in August is help teach all your teachers stop the bleed and come up with an active shooter process. We're doing that with the combined response of Saline County, so I'm sure we'll get to talk to you some more. But we're going to lead the way in that, in the stop the bleed and teaching the teachers and giving them awareness. So thank y'all for having us tonight.
Thank you. On behalf of the city, I'd like to thank you guys for the work you guys put in, for the help. This is really going to be a great thing for the city, and we certainly appreciate you guys. Thank you
Yes,
very much.
absolutely. Thank you.
I would just like to say, as y'all are considering purchasing more of these, I know we have one, we'd like to have one in every unit, patrol unit, because most of the times the officers are there before the ambulance is there. And so what we know is when someone has an out-of-hospital cardiac arrest, and they go down, their mortality or their chances of survival is 10%. 10% chance of surviving that. But when you have an AED and you have people who know how to do hands-on CPR, you don't even have to know, you don't have to have certification, you just have to know how to pump hard and fast on that chest. You have to know to call for an AED and place it on there. When those are followed, that person's chance of surviving goes to 70%. 70%. I mean, that could be the difference in one of our family members living and dying if they go down in there. So I just really consider that. I'm the chest pain coordinator at Slim Memorial Hospital. I will come out and teach and talk. In fact, I have a trainer that will teach everybody exactly how to use that one. Would love to do that, and just thank y'all for considering it, and that's a start. That's a great start.
Thank you guys.
Thank y'all for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ben. Thank you, appreciate it.
So we are planning on buying, how many more? 9, 10?
I think it was 10 total, so 9 more.
9 more. One for each patrol unit and one for the office in here. Alright, new business number 1, monthly income and expense statement for April 2023.
The only thing I have to show you is you'll notice we did get the fire truck for the parks.
budget, it's already showing we're double what the overtime budget was. So I'm just trying to understand, is that going to cost an issue later on? Where is that coming out of? On page 505, it's showing expense, overtime expense is 15,000, but the budget was only 7,500. Kind of wonder what was that when we, how'd that happen and what are we doing to make sure that, why is that going up so much? Is it going to continue to go up the rest of the year? And what's going to happen with the budget if that does?
Ultimately, my assumption is because you had so much overtime is because, there for quite some time, you only had 2 officers, and so they was pushing a lot of overtime.
So is it level off now, since we've gotten more officers in?
Yes, yeah, we're not, currently we're not approving the overtime, because we're only working on 10. The only, time we are accruing would be, holiday time, this point, it's another work to holiday. There's comp time for that, but that's already paid out, if they actually request to be paid for it.
Part of that, I think Tim came in here and cashed in a lot of overtime this year. I forgot exactly how much it was, but it was a pretty big chunk. And the rest of it was hiring the new guys and Brad and Tim and them have to work overtime sometimes, so it should clear out, because on the, if an officer gets overtime, he should take it off sometime before the end of the pay period.
Yeah, now that since the pay increase and the hire of all the new officers, we're not accruing overtime at all, other than what.
Is it going to affect, I mean, because there was about $7,500 overage in that budget, is it going to have to be something else that's going to be cut for it if we have enough surplus in it, that it's okay? I guess that's what I was worried about, is it's not going to hurt the budget somewhere else in the police, because I know you're so tight anyway. And you pay that.
I'm gonna try to tighten the belt as best I can. At this point, that's the best I can do.
Yeah, that's why so I just want to make sure it's not going to end up having to cut something else that we're not need to look at. It would hurt too.
Me and Brad sit down and go over the budget, see what we need to do. Blade and cotton.
And you do have a surplus.
We got a capital reserve of
Yeah.
$170,000.
Yeah,
That's why.
so that's
Brian made a
gonna
good point that we weren't paying out of payroll for those first couple of months either until we hired the officers, so that should offset.
yes.
I have one more question also. Who's the king?
That is who the fire truck was with.
Okay,
That's
that's
who,
what, I just make sure.
that's who the fire truck was with, yes, that's who the truck, and then, Warren got the money for, the towing expenses.
Okay.
just the
That's
other
all-
day.
That's all I wanna make sure.
Yes.
Fine, 'cause you said it was in there, but I didn't.
I'm sorry, yes,
And I
Nick
searched it
Keenan.
earlier, so I was like, just making sure that's.
Yes, that's who had the fire truck.
Alright.
That Warren was. I like those questions though. See, keeps me on my toes, I like that.
Make a motion.
I'll second.
All in favor? There you go, that's right there.
Brad Cotton,
Yes.
Brian Johnson,
Yes.
Adam Ricketts, Dallas Wright,
Yes.
Rodney Lyman,
Yes.
Greg Rogers.
Yes.
Sorry.
Alright. We'll go on to number 2, Pawnee Village lift station upgrade discussion. Nancy,
Yes, sir.
would you like to?
You're up.
Okay. Can you hear me? On the Pawnee, we can do a one-time, trying to get to it. If we have Jack Tyler come in and just repair it for right now, we can do that for $23,800. But now, if we want to wait, or if we want to spend some extra money in case we get the, thank you, annexation done, you know, to kind of prepare for the future, then we're gonna end up having to spend, where did that one go? $78,400. That is going to be what we're going to have if we get these annexations, if we get everything done like what we're hoping to. I like, you know, paying it forward, trying to get ahead of everything that we're trying to accomplish. We're just gonna have to spend more money in order to do that. If we spend the $23,000 right now and we begin annexation, we're gonna end up having to go back and spend more money.
What is the 23 day? That's one.
It just upgrades it for right now, for just what we have out there on it. I think is it 10 people? I believe it's 10.
9 people.
9
There's 10
residential.
lots, 9
Yeah.
people.
I thought there were 10 houses on, one on the corner.
I thought, yes, there is
Oh,
10,
oh,
yeah,
that's right.
because the one is not on that road, it's on that,
Correct,
yeah.
sorry.
But then if we go with what, the engineering firm says, that's going to prepare us for the future in getting annexation and being able to put more people on it.
So we have to upgrade it, but the 23 right now would just get us to hold 10.
Yeah, that's put a bigger tank plus 2 new pumps. Right now, they got a smaller tank and 1 pump operator. And every time a pump goes out, we gotta go clear over to West Memphis,
Yes,
meet somebody halfway or take it all the way over there. And it takes them about, a month and a half
Oh,
to
yeah.
get rebuilt.
right.
And the 23,000 would get us to where we wouldn't have to do that.
And that'd be a pump, where we get those pumps out of, Hot Springs.
Yeah.
It actually saved the city some money.
But then if we go with the annexation, we'd have to spend 78.
But
We've been looking at the annexation on the committee, and that part of Pawnee, with the way the interstate is, who knows when it's gonna grow and build, when you take it in. So if you spend that 70,000, my question is it gonna be wore out and have to be upgraded before you ever build up in that area?
that's a good question.
Because your growth, it appears from what we've gotten, is gonna be along 67 and the service road from about Reed's Metals back to the old Stuckies. That part, I don't think it's gonna grow for
Not for a
businesses,
while.
not for a while. And from that standpoint, I would look at recommending the 23.8, but, because it's really a gamble, because like Jennifer said, we've got 10 houses there now, and maybe 1 business that would come in. But the growth on it, with the way the interstate's being redone, there's no exit coming off. I just don't know if it'll grow anytime soon.
And I don't know if y'all remember back when we first started talking about Pawnee and everything, when they came in, they told us that we were gonna have to upgrade that at some point.
Mm-hmm.
I
This,
mean,
this gotta be approved through the health department before you upgrade.
Well, if they approved what's out there right now, they'll approve anything.
And the other thing on the flip side, even if we do get ready to annex, you get approved to put that in, and then the voters could come back and turn us down,
Exactly.
Well, that's true.
because you have an unknown there. Nothing's carved in stone.
correct.
We just wanted to let you see the option between the two.
So I need a motion, since this is over 20,000, to proceed with this.
So that's your recommendation, right? There's a good 23 right now, so we would have to.
So I'll make a motion to proceed with the upgrades in the amount of $23,800.
I'll say that.
All in favor? No, yeah, roll call.
Well, I mean, I just sometimes it's
I'll figure that out one of these years.
Brad Cotton,
Yes.
Adam Ricketts, Rodney Lyman,
Yes.
Dallas Wright,
Yes.
Brian Johnson,
Yes.
Greg Rogers.
Yes.
Why did you sit down, Nancy? Is that-
I know, I just.
That's why we're
Just
here, you know what?
Yeah.
Water tank repair quote discussion.
Okay, I got two quotes, one, they're both local. One I believe is Mayflower and the other one's Hot Springs. Anybody else would be out of state, and I guarantee you would be more. Just to do on the one for Lear painting, just to do the inside, which is what I believe that we had agreed, you know, to get the inside done first, is $108,000. And on this other one, I think it's RJ, the Viking. On the inside, I believe he quoted $124,000. Well, $130,000. He wanted to do something like this, try to do every bit of it, and then just like over 3 or 4 years, pay it off. But there's interest involved there, so
Right.
we would prefer just to get the inside done and move on, and then hopefully, before too much longer, you'd be able to do the outside. But definitely the inside is more important than the outside.
Got a question, didn't we actually approve money for the interior before when we discussed that during budget,
We
is
did.
what I'm thinking?
We did, and that's why she's giving you the two different quotes.
Is that within the amount that we approved at
Yes.
that time?
Yes.
Well, but when you approved it, you also, you approved it with the 229 project.
Okay,
Right.
And so, we cashed out a CD, remember?
uh-huh,
And that was in the amount of 124,548, I believe. And I cashed that out right as it was due for that.
So we really couldn't have done that until we got CD.
correct.
So, but we did a lot, the money for that, cause, I believe the CIF water was gonna be used as
That's
well.
what it was.
But was it voted on to use that company for the
No,
$108,000?
No,
No,
that's
that's
just the
why-
amount.
Just the amount,
That's
what I thought.
that's why you gave them the quotes tonight, so that they can see, you know, we did the amount for it, and we did an ordinance that amended that, but we didn't decide.
Okay, we hadn't taken our bids yet.
Correct. I have a question, Nancy. If we get the inside done, how much longer is it gonna be before we would have to get the outside done? Like, if we were to get it done, could it, you know, how much longer would
Maybe,
you wait?
you're talking like in a couple of years?
Okay. Yeah, there's that.
We're gonna try to budget for next year.
Yeah.
for the outside.
Right.
I was just curious that way. You know.
I just don't think I'd let it go over that length of time.
So are we gonna go with the estimate of $108,000 for the project?
He's definitely more thorough on his estimate too.
Yes.
I don't know if that was very good yet.
Is that a company you worked with before, Nancy, or?
I haven't worked with them before, but I've asked a couple of people that did work with them, and they were highly satisfied.
There's not very many people that do this.
Like I said, a lot of them are out of state.
I'll make a motion, we go with Lear Painting to accept their bid of $108,000.
Roll call.
Brad Cotton,
Yes.
Adam Ricketts, Rodney Lyman,
Yes.
Dallas Wright,
Yes.
Brian Johnson,
Yes.
Greg Rogers.
Alright. Item number 4, ordinance 07-2023, an ordinance amending ordinance 01-1999 to add water sewer connection fees.
This is the ordinance that y'all tabled last time because of the wording and stuff, so the attorney, sent the new one over. This was for the, connection fee, the $25 connection fee.
Jeff wanted a, what did he say? Compassionate clause in there. If there's a, I don't think it should be written in the ordinance, but if somebody comes to us needing a little help, I think the city council should be the ones to decide that, not just whoever's in office, so.
And you have your ordinance passing. Oh, shoot. And we had it to where the landlords, would just hold a $75 deposit, and so they wouldn't have to do a reconnect fee every time. They would just pay a one-time fee and we would hold on to it for them.
And that's what the main issue was. That's what the main issue was last month. Make motion to have the first reading heading only. Second.
Okay, audience, bear with me. These ordinances, I have to take several roll call votes. Brad Cotton,
Yes.
Brian Johnson,
Yes.
Adam Ricketts,
Yes.
Dallas Wright,
Yes.
Rodney Lyman,
Yes.
Greg Rogers.
Yes.
The heading is, ordinance 07 of 2023, an ordinance amending ordinance 01 of 1999 to allow for the addition of a water connection fee.
Motion to suspend the rules and waive the second and third readings. Second.
Okay. Brad Cotton,
Yes.
Brian Johnson,
Yes.
Adam Ricketts,
Yes.
Dallas Wright,
Yes.
Rodney Lyman,
Yes.
Greg Rogers.
Yes. Motion to accept the ordinance. Second.
Okay, Brad Cotton,
Yes.
Brian Johnson,
Yes.
Adam Ricketts,
Yes.
Dallas Wright,
Yes.
Rodney Lyman,
Yes.
Greg Rogers.
Yes.
And this one does not have an emergency clause, so you would not have to worry about that one. So it passes.
Alright, new business number 5, resolution 12-2023, a resolution amending the park sales tax budget for the purchase of a fire truck.
This is the one that you asked for last time.
You gonna have to send it back or what?
I guess so.
I'll make a
Stop
motion
paying
to
on my
approve.
check.
Second.
Brad Cotton,
Yes.
Brian Johnson,
Yes.
Adam Ricketts,
Yes.
Dallas Wright,
No.
Rodney Lyman,
No.
Greg Rogers.
Yes.
So that's 4-2, so it passes.
Yeah, they get kinda in the way, don't they?
With that pay.
Alright, new business number 6, resolution 13-2023, a resolution amending the street budget to allow the purchase of lawnmowers. I hear a motion. What we did, well, I guess I need a motion first before we discuss it, I don't know why that's in that order. But we bought 2 commercial lawnmowers. The bigger ones, not the, just the residential lawnmowers like they've been doing, so they should last quite a long time.
And they're already purchased, correct?
Yeah, neither one of them cost over $20,000, but we just gotta do a resolution for the equipment fund into the streets.
I make a motion to amend the budget, allow for the purchase.
Brad Cotton,
Yes.
Brian Johnson,
Yes.
Adam Ricketts, Dallas Wright,
Yes.
Rodney Lyman,
Yes.
Greg Rogers.
Yes.
I think the last lawnmowers we got were from Home Depot.
Yeah.
So they get wear and tear on them pretty good, so.
Alright, new business number 7, resolution 14-2023, a resolution amending the water sewer budget to allow for purchase of water sewer line camera.
I got a question about this, and it may not be,
Which one?
about the water sewer camera line system.
Mm-hmm.
Do we not have one?
Well, we do, and it's broke. It's a black and white one, and it's got a tube in it, and the tube's gone out in it, and you can't see nothing on it.
And it has a VHS tape,
Yes.
if that tells you anything.
That's how old it is.
You can't repair it, now you couldn't buy the parts for it.
Now, is this something that the city does, the city uses to check their lines and stuff like that?
Yes, for breaks or infiltration or what have you.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Brad Cotton,
Yes.
Brian Johnson,
Yes.
Adam Ricketts, Dallas Wright,
Yes.
Rodney Lyman,
Yes.
Greg Rogers.
Good.
Alright. New business number 8, ordinance 08-2023, an ordinance amending the cleanliness ordinance 05-2026. Do I have a motion?
This one is an ordinance, so you have to do that all.
Oh, yeah.
And this is just basically, the mayor and the attorney got together to clean up some language and stuff on it. On the,
And help me out here, Brian.
dilapidated house.
Yes, thank you.
Got one question for you, Mayor. I noticed on the antique vehicles, when it talks with the abandoned vehicles, it's 25 years or older. If you contact the revenue office now and try to license one, and go to Act 368, they define that as 45 years now. Does our language need to reflect that change? Act 368, and like I said, if you call the revenue office, they'll tell you it's gotta be at least 45 years old now to license as an antique.
We can, if a motion is made, you can make a motion with that amendment.
So we're just updating language, is that what the lot stated colors are supposed to be, that's what we updated everything else.
I make a motion for the first reading, heading on.
I'll second.
Okay. Brad Cotton,
Yes.
Brian Johnson,
Yes.
Adam Ricketts,
Yes.
Dallas Wright,
Yes.
Rodney Lyman,
Yes.
Greg Rogers.
Yes.
So the heading is an ordinance adopting premise and vacant lot cleanliness standards and establishing minimum standards for maintenance and cleanliness for all property within the city of Haskell, to repeal all prior ordinances on code enforcement, declaring an emergency for all other purposes.
Make a motion to suspend the rules, waive second, third reading.
Second.
Brad Cotton,
Yes.
Brian Johnson,
Yes.
Adam Ricketts,
Yes.
Dallas Wright,
Yes.
Rodney Lyman,
Yes.
Greg Rogers.
Yes. Can I ask one question before we vote on it? What were the violations before? Because that's what I saw, that's what.
What we did was, we had, what, 3 code enforcement regulations? Something like that. And Jamie had one that was pretty decent, it just didn't have that abandoned or dilapidated houses in it, and that's what we added to it, and some special language, plus defined, fines on the back of it, per state statute.
Okay, so
The old
the section
ordinance
7
attached.
is state statute, all those changes are in the state. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna ask, where we came up with those
Yeah.
numbers.
Yes,
It-
that's,
It came out of the law, no, the state statute, from code.
Motion to accept pass ordinance.
Second.
Brad Cotton,
Yes.
Brian Johnson,
Yes.
Adam Ricketts,
Yes.
Dallas Wright,
Yes.
Rodney Lyman,
Yes.
Greg Rogers.
Yes.
And this one does have emergency clause.
Motion to pass emergency clause.
I'll second.
Brad Cotton,
Yes.
Brian Johnson,
Yes.
Adam Ricketts,
Yes.
Dallas Wright,
Yes.
Rodney Lyman,
Yes.
Greg Rogers.
Yes.
On the enforcement date, I know it's gonna be enforced tomorrow if we wanted to. We're gonna send
Pass
out,
those down.
something with the next mailing for the water bills, to let them know we do have enforcement, code enforcement. And let them have like a little leeway there before we go out here and start writing citations for stuff. But let them have time to clean it up before we actually start enforcing.
And will this be on our website where people can pull it up and see it?
Plus the PD's website.
Good.
Brian, he
The old one's currently on there.
That's what I thought. Was this, okay.
But once it's all updated, then yes, I'll switch them out.
Am I on or off here? Am I on now?
We're on.
Okay. Along with this ordinance that y'all just passed, I've been working with the mayor, and I feel that we have it, these 10, residents listed here on this list are unsafe structures in our city. I'm passing around some pictures of these. Most of them are, dilapidated. There's a tree on one of the structures. They're unsecured. And our concern is they're unsafe from a standpoint of kids could get into one of these structures and get hurt or something happen. And or if a firefighter or police officer has to go into them, they're a danger to enter. And I feel that the city needs to go ahead and move forward on looking at least these 10 structures as unsafe and moving forward from our new ordinance to declare them an unsafe structure. To the best of my knowledge, they are all vacant structures.
Yes, we'll be trying to find the owner's name and new address or what have you. Let them have a chance to clean it up before we go in there and clean it up.
Any questions on any of those? Like I said, the pictures are passing around will tell you a lot when you see them. We've got them at the exterior walls falling out on them. There's one that's a tarp hanging over the side of it. That's, just covering an opening. There's some of them that are physically leaning, holes in the roof. Like I said, I even have a tree on one structure.
He said something, she shook his head, so I take their word for it. So you're gonna try to find the owner first, get them to take care of it? How long will you give them on that?
Huh?
How long will that be?
Well, we gotta send a registered letter to their known address.
It's actually.
Mayor,
processed in the
yeah.
mayor.
Yeah, there's actually a process, and it's actually, it's in our new ordinance, but it's also in the fire prevention code that y'all passed here closer to the first of the year. Talks about, structures that are unsafe, danger to human life or public welfare shall be deemed unsafe. And then it talks about just what the mayor said, the building official will cause a report to be filed, and then you have to serve the owner a written notice, give them so many days to either correct it or remove it, and then the city can move forward with having it removed, and then put a lien on the property.
All right, announcements. So, for next city council meeting, we need to adjust some pay scales for the city to keep some of the better workers. And that's what I'm proposing, but we will have to amend the street budget to do this by like $8,500 in the payroll. They're only budgeted for $50,000. So. I'll read over that. So everybody don't have a problem with it. The wastewater water supervisor is for a city of our size usually starts out between 55 to 70,000. next to it. And the ones with the biggest pay raises are also taking on additional duties, like the, dog catcher. What is it called? Animal control, yeah. So there's, two of them's gonna go be trained for that. Plus, we're gonna have them doing the, building inspector and have inspections also, along with Paul. The third one, Brandon, he's gonna be over the north plant, total, under Nancy, of course. But he's gonna be trained and get all his certificates for that, plus he's gonna be our code inspector.
I make a motion to add it to next month's agenda.
Huh?
Leave it.
No, he's,
No.
just letting y'all know. Anybody got a problem with it?
Uh.
Huh?
You don't have to have a motion. You don't have to have a motion, we'll just, it will be on the agenda for next month.
So, the,
We'll present you with the ordinance for the amendment.
so, anybody here got anything, announcements?
The only thing I have is the water sewer audits completed. They'll be here in June to, talk to you guys about those findings. We have yet to do our legislative audit, so we're just waiting on that. That's all I have.
I was wondering if we could add next month to look at using some of the street funds, get South Roosevelt and North Roosevelt joined, connected, because that's a public safety issue. With the duplexes that's going in, it's a very tough access problem for the fire department. That would help us greatly having a secondary means of egress and ingress. And we've got the funds available in the street fund. I don't have anything else.
Nothing? All right, do we have any public comments? Could you hear us tonight, Mike?
Sometimes. So we are gonna get a new, code enforcement officer.
Yes, sir.
I had on the grass lay there, just one.
Well, you got a little while.
But there is some
I
around
was out
here.
there mowing
There
my
is a
grass
lot
this
around here that
morning.
needs mowing right now. Worse than mine, you know.
But, all right, well, you hear a motion to adjourn.
Motion.
All in favor?